In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can do fundamental analysis sa dividend stocks mo. So yeah, let's go! Hi guys, Pilo here. Now before we begin, quick shout out sa ating new channel member na si Renato. So, grabe, you become a S-class channel member. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Of course, nandito din si Dennis Raymond and Anna. So again, thank you so much guys for your support. And of course, yung mga existing natin na channel members who's continuously supporting this channel. Now, if you want to also support this channel, you can also become a channel member. Check the link down in the description or somewhere in this video. You can become a B-class, A-class, or S-class member. Different yung mga benefits niyan if you become a channel member. So once again, thank you guys for your support. Now in this video, I'm gonna share with you actually 5 tools or mga websites that you can use to do fundamental analysis sa dividend stocks mo. So yeah, let's get started. Now, quick context. Ano ba yung fundamental analysis? Basically, this is how you analyze a stock. Kung profitable ba siya, kung marami siyang utang, kung sustainable ba siya, kung stable ba yung company. Basically, what's happening in real time dun sa business na yon. Compared mo kasi with technical analysis kung saan you just watch the graph, it is going up, moving down, tapos yun-check mo saan ba nagbibenta yung mga tao, yan kasi yung technical analysis. But the fundamental is basically diving deep into the company and checking if yung company ba yun is really stable. Meaning, can they sustain ba yung mga dividends na binibigay nila? May growth ba sila? In short, as I mentioned, diving deep inside the business talaga. So ngayon, let's head over to the laptop. I'm gonna show you some tools, mga websites that you can use to do fundamental analysis. So the first tool that you can use is basically Dragonfly. Okay, so this is our stockbroker, our recommended stockbroker. And basically, most stockbrokers kasi, you can actually analyze yung mga stocks inside the stockbroker. If wala ka pang account in Dragonfly, just check out the link down in the description. If you use my code, you and I can potentially earn up to 1,500 as a bonus depende sa amount that you're gonna be depositing. Now, let me show you how to do fundamental analysis using Dragonfly. So, basically, punta ka lang sa, once you're inside Dragonfly, basically, punta ka lang dito sa market. Okay, and then punta ka sa stocks. And dito you can now search mga different stocks that you wanna analyze. So let's say for example, we're gonna analyze a dividend stock. So favorite natin yung mga REITs, diba? So let's say for example, let's analyze a REIT. Okay, so just search a REIT, click mo yan, and dito makikita mo information all about the company. So from overview, profile, financials, foreign flow, dividend history. So, for you to do fundamental analysis, focus tayo dito sa financials part. So, again, sa technical kasi, eto yun, yung chart, di ba? Yan yung ina-analyze natin for technical analysis. For fundamental naman, is really about the company. So, ako personally, what I really check is basically is yung revenue talaga. Like, maraming mga numbers inside the company. Pero, of course, as a business owner, syempre, yung titignan mo is kumikita ba talaga yung company. So, first thing na tinitignan ko is ito, revenue. So, you can check dito. Let me move my face. Okay. So, you can check dito, like, 2020, 2021, up to 2024, nakikita mo na increasing naman yung revenue ni A-REIT. However, revenue is just one thing. We wanna also make sure if kumikita ba talaga sila based on their operation. That's why, check din natin yung operating income nila. So, ano ba tong operating income? Sa revenue kasi, pwede silang kumita, let's say, nasa real estate sila, di ba? REITs. So, yung operations talaga nila, yung main income nila talaga is dun sa rental. Pero, sa revenue kasi, pwede din kasi silang kumita on other different income sources. Let's say, for example, nagbenta sila ng property. So, that's also an income. Pero, hindi siya galing sa operation. So, what we wanna make sure is that if kumikita ba talaga sila based on their operations. Kasi, based on operations, yan kasi talaga nagsusustain. Yan yung parang stability. Let's say, for example, kumita sila pagbibenta ng property. So, syempre, hindi yan stable. Probably this year, malaki yung kita. Pero next year, walang ganun, di ba? So, that's why the operating income, that is something that will determine how stable yung income ng company. And then, of course, we wanna also check yung net income. Okay? So, if you notice dito, di ba? If you notice dito, sa net income, like 6 billion. Pero in terms of operating income, 1.6 lang dito. Last 2020. So, it must mean that they may have made money somewhere else, not just based on their operation. So, that's something that you also wanna check. Kasi, i-check mo yung revenue, sobrang laki. Wow, sobrang laki. Pero, eto, example, 10 billion yung revenue, pero operating income niya is 7.5. So, meaning, yung income based on operation, 7.5 lang. And then, lastly, yung net income naman, 7.32. Now, scrolling down below, we can check also yung balance sheet. So, dito naman, this is based on assets and liabilities. So, dito makikita natin how liquid is the company. Or meaning, do they have enough assets ba in case na hindi nila bayaran yung mga utang nila, can they be able to fulfill? So, let's say for example dito, meron silang utang na 2.9, meron silang 3. Not necessarily utang but liabilities, pero meron silang 35.1 billion na assets. Same thing dito. So, if you notice, the bigger the assets, tapos the lesser the liabilities, mas better yung company. Meaning, in case something happens, they can liquidate, they can sell some of their assets so to be able to pay off yung mga responsibilities nila. Now, dito, cash flow statement naman, basically dito, I'm not an expert, but basically dito is like the in and out of their finances. So, dito, cash flow from operations or from operating. So, cash flow coming in based on operations and cash flow coming out. Ito naman, CFI, cash flow for investing. So, basically, like, meron sila mga investments. Let's say, for example, mga long-term investments, mga equipments, mga whatsoever. Okay? And lastly, cash flow for financing. So, basically, dito, this is like mga utang. They're paying off debts. And I believe also including yung pag-pay off ng mga dividends to the shareholders, included din dito sa CFF. So, basically, this is the financials of the company. Now, of course, marami pa diyan mga numbers. Meron dito mga metrics. Meron dyan mga valuations. So, you could also check itong mga numbers na ito. But anyway, meron akong another tool that we can check, especially like ito, price to earnings. So, meron akong tool i-share later. And also, another thing that I check doing fundamental analysis, of course, yung dividend history. We want to check if they are consistent ba nagbibigay ng dividends. Let's say, for example, ito si AREIT. If you notice dito, like, 2020, ito yung dividend niya, 0.59, 0.34, 0.39, tapos 0.42, 0.44, 0.44, 0.47. So, meaning, nag-i-increase naman yung dividends niya on a quarterly, or not necessarily quarterly, pero at least on a yearly basis, consistent siya na nag-i-increase ng dividends. Meaning, at least panatag ka na consistent yung dividends na marireceive mo using this company or investing in this company. Now, let me show you another company naman na maraming utang. Okay? So, at least makita nyo yung mga different financials nila. So, let's say, for example, let's search or balik tayo dito sa stocks. Okay, let's search Metro Bank. Okay, so banking stock. So again, punta tayo sa financials, look at the revenue, look at the operating income. Okay, and then of course we look at the net income. So as you see, very profitable naman yung company na ito. Pero when you look at yung balance sheet niya, so merong maraming assets, marami din yung liabilities na. Kasi again, yung bangko, yung banks, yung main business na is lending, di ba? So, yan, makikita natin na marami yung mga liabilities nila. Okay? So, basically, that's how you can check. And then, let's say, for example, I'm gonna show you another company naman na negative. Okay? So, ano ba? Dito. Okay? So, at least you can see, makikita nyo, okay, nag-make sense pa talaga doing fundamental analysis. So, when you look at the financials nandito, so if you notice, ayun, may revenue, di ba? Maganda, tignan, revenue. Pero when you look at the operating income, boom, di ba? So, negative siya. Look at the net income, boom, negative din siya. So, that's how important it is doing fundamental analysis. Hindi lang puro hype, hindi lang, tumaas yung value niya, pero when we dig deep talaga sa company, negative pala. So, another example dito sa balance sheet naman niya. So, merong assets, pero marami ding liabilities. Tapos, 2022, 2023, yun, sobrang dumami na yung liabilities compared to the assets. And then, 2024, everything just went down. Alright? So, that's how you can check na if the company is doing well ba. Now, let's look at dividend history. Wala, di ba? Zero. So, yun. So, at least dito makikita natin, okay, doing fundamental analysis makes sense. Now, the next tool that you can use in doing fundamental analysis is ito, Instagrams. And basically, the good thing kasi with Instagram is kahit wala kang account or you don't need to log in to access yung mga data ni Instagrams. Compared kasi with Dragonfly, kailangan mo talaga mag-log in, dapat may account ka in Dragonfly to check yung mga data sa mga companies that you're interested in. Dito, you can just search and makikita na natin. So, yun yung isa sa advantages ni Instagram. Now, let's say for example, let's do the same thing. Let's look at, let's say, AREIT. Alright, sige. So, we did already fundamental analysis kanina using Dragonfly. Now, let's look at the chart naman. Kasi again, very important din kasi na hindi ka lang nag-invest sa company na maganda yung fundamentals. You also wanna check yung price movement yan. Kasi, baka yes, kumikita ka naman sa dividends, pero baka malugi ka in terms of capital appreciation. So, paminsan-minsan I check, or basically is something that I also do on top of my fundamental analysis. I check the chart talaga. So, if you notice dito, it went as high as 50, pero it went down dito. Pero if you notice, nag-down pero increasing naman. Now, let me show you a company na nag-down lang talaga, which is DDMPR. Okay. So, yun, di ba? So, DDMPR is one of the REITs. And then, yun, like, kumikita ka nga sa dividends, pero down naman in terms of their charts. Now, in terms of fundamental analysis using Investograms, what I like dito is yung meron siyang liquidity. So, like, how liquid yung company. So, dito meron din siyang income statement. Pero yung nagustuhan ko dito is yung liquidity ratio. So, meaning, how liquid ba yung company? So, as I mentioned kanina, di ba, may balance sheet. Sa Dragonfly kasi, wala kasing liquidity ratio. So, if you notice dito, how liquid is the Double Dragon, the DMPR. So, if you notice ito 0.65 lang. So, meaning, hindi siya ganun ka-liquid. Okay? So, if you notice, marami yung assets, konti lang yung liabilities, pero, in terms of liquidity, do they have enough cash? Low siya. So, let's check naman, let's say, a REIT. Okay. So, yung medium. Okay. So, mid. And then, let's check Metrobank. How liquid are they? Metrobank. Ayun. Walang liquidity. So, sobrang laki ng debt-to-equity ratio nila. Kasi, again, puro utang. Okay. Puro pa utang. So, ano ba yung company na may maganda yung liquidity? Let's say, for example, RFM. Okay, check natin. Ayun. Okay. So, RFM naman, this is in the industrial sector and then their food. In fact, ito yung mga products nila. Wait, let me check if nandito ba yun. Ayun. Selecta Magnum, Selecta Cornetto. Okay. So, these are is like a grocery stock. Okay. So, pang groceries to. And you look at the fundamentals. So, meaning, maganda yung in terms of liquidity nila. So, in case something happens to them, they can easily pay off yung mga utang nila. And another good thing kasi with Investograms, compared kasi with Dragonfly kanina, in terms of dividends, makikita mo din dito. Like, meron siyang yearly, so makikita mo if growing ba yung dividends niya. So, may chart yung dividends nila. So, si Dragonfly kasi wala siyang ganun. And then dito din, easily din makikita yung dividend history. That's why I also like Investograms. So, yeah, basically, checking stocks, you can use Dragonfly or Investograms. So, another website that you can use is Pesobility. Okay, probably I'll put a link down in the description, all the tools that I mentioned in this video. So, sa Pesobility naman, ito yung kagustuhan ko sa kanila is that na-filter siya based on sector. Okay, based on yung sector. Say, for example, dito, you wanna check all the bank stocks. Okay, so makikita mo all the banking stocks dito, makikita mo yung dividends niya, so mako-compare mo siya. Pero yung very important dito when it comes to fundamental analysis is yung P/E ratio. So, this is like the price per earnings ratio, meaning how much are you willing to pay to earn 1 peso in revenue or in earnings. Okay, so meaning the higher the P/E ratio, meaning the more expensive siya compared to its peers. So example, eto, if you notice dito, sino ba dito yung highest? So eto, Philippine Trust Company. So you're paying 113 peso for you to earn 1 peso of earnings. Okay, so hindi natin yan kilala. So let's just move on. Let's check dito. Dito, BPI, okay? So, meaning, if you notice, BPI is the most expensive compared to BDO, compared to East West, compared to Metrobank, compared to PBB, alright? So, meaning, mahal siya, people are willing to pay 16 peso for them to earn 1 peso in earnings. So, that's one of the ways that you can compare. Kasi, paminsan-minsan, like, I wanna invest in banks. Ano ba yung best bank? So, you can use P/E ratio to compare yung mga different banks. At the same time, dito din makikita mo din yung mga cash dividends. So, let's say, for example, another sector, let's say you want to go to property. So, dito makikita natin. I believe dito included na din yung mga REITs. SMPH, FLI. Hindi siya included pala. Okay. So, mga properties. So, again, if you notice, eto, mahal to. Araneta Properties, 20. Di ba? Eto, mahal din. Keppel. Alright. So, price per earnings ratio. So, this is like a way for you to compare mga different stocks or per sector. So, let's say, for example, let's go to, saan ba dito yung REITs? Let's just go to consumer. Alright. So, ito, San Miguel Food, Ginebra, Jollibee. So, if you notice, Jollibee is 168. Ginebra naman is 269. Okay. So, people are paying premium to earn 1 peso in revenue. Okay. So, yeah, this is another tool that you can use to check yung P/E ratio. So, yung P/E ratio naman, nakikita naman yan dun sa Investograms or dun sa Dragonfly. Pero dito, nakagustuhan ko sa Pesobility is mako-compare mo per sector. Pero wait, hindi talaga ako mapakali. I can't find the... It should be here in the property. Hindi ako mapakali, hindi ko makita yung mga REITs. Okay. Other services. Wala din eh. Saan kaya sila? Dito. Wala. It's not here. Maybe this is not updated site anymore, no? But yeah, basically, this is one of the tool that you can use. Next naman, another tool that you can use is eto, Simply Wall Street. So, the good thing kasi with Simply Wall Street is eto, sobrang detailed talaga. So, you can get an account for free. In fact, sa akin, free lang. Free lang siya. And at the same time, sobrang detailed yung mga analysis niya. In fact, dito makikita mo din yung valuation. So, let me move my face again. Dito makikita mo like MWC, this is overvalued. RCR is undervalued. DMC is undervalued. CREIT is undervalued. So, makikita mo if it's a good time to buy these mga dividend stocks. And then at the same time, if you dive deep talaga, so dito makikita mo lahat, all about the company. Alright, so let's say for example dito, MWC, makikita mo yung evaluation niya, kita mo future growth, kita mo past performance, financial health, okay, nandyan lahat. And then of course, very important yung dividends. When you look at this, yung dividends niya, so dividend pay to earnings payout to shareholders, 33%. Earnings, basically this is like the earnings of the company, and then based in ratio to the dividends that they pay out. Ito naman, cash payout to shareholders, meaning the cash that they have, cash payout, tama ba? The percentage of free cash paid to the shareholders, meaning, they paid like 126% yun sa free cash nila to their shareholders. But medyo ako confused ako dito, but later I'll show you how you can verify. Okay? And of course, dito makikita mo din yung management, sino ba yung may-ari ni Manila Water. Okay? So, dyan. So, let's say, for example, let's go to A-REIT. So, favorite natin yung A-REIT. Let's check A-REIT. So, valuation niya. Okay, nandyan. Future growth, performance. Siyempre, we wanna look at the dividends. So, eto, kasi REITs are mandated by law to give 90% of their cash or distributable income to their shareholders. So, dito, eto ko medyo na-confuse. So, dito, it says 82%. So, I'm not sure saan yung i-base natin. Is it eto ba? Or is it eto? Kung eto, then this is correct, 90%. So, they're giving more than 90% of their distributable income to their investors. So, however, Simply Wall Street is good kasi nandito lahat yung mga very valuable, very detailed talaga. Mahilig ka talaga mag-dive deep, you can do dito. Pero the best tool to do fundamental analysis is punta ka talaga sa official website ng Philippine Stock Exchange, the PSE Edge na website. So, dito makikita mo talaga yung mga disclosures ng mga company. So, let's say for example, another REIT, let's say RCR. Okay. So, when you look at that, tapos punta ka dito sa financial reports, makikita mo yan, yung income nila, assets and liabilities. But dito very important is yung company disclosures. Okay. So, if you notice dito, reinvestment plan, okay, and then annual report. So, dyan makikita mo magkano ba yung kinita nila. And of course, based kanina kasi, let's say, balik tayo dun sa Simply Wall Street. Let's do RCR. Eto, medyo punta tayo sa dividend. Medyo confused ako because like dito 85%, meaning hindi siya tama, di ba? Like dapat 90% of their distributed income should be given to the shareholders or investors. So most likely eto, cash flow. Pero eto 106. So it means nangutang sila to pay out for dividends. So medyo we wanna verify that one, di ba? Kaya very important, if you want, dito ka na lang talaga sa official. Pero, the problem sa official, sobrang daming mga kailangan mong basahin. So, let's say, for example, dito, I actually pre-computed this one. Punta tayo sa declaration of cash dividends, okay? So, this was declared February 5, 2026. So, if you notice dito, to get yung payout ratio, the number of stocks, ito yung outstanding number of stocks na people are able to be able to invest. So, lahat ng mga shareholders, ito yung total number of stocks out there. I-multiply mo yan by the dividends, amount of cash dividends. So, yan. So, dividends na na-payout nila divide by the distributable income. So, I pre-computed this one and nasa around 90% naman, which is correct. So, if you wanna verify, okay, so if you wanna dive deep talaga into fundamental analysis na galing talaga sa mga companies. Kasi again, eto mga tools lang kasi, like Dragonfly, like Instagrams, Simply Wall Street. So, kinukuha lang din nila yung data from the official talaga na Philippine Stock Exchange. So, yung best source talaga is going dito. Yung problem lang dito is sobrang daming mong titignan. Pero ito, something that I also appreciate. So, let's say for example, ito fundamental analysis list. This is RCR, okay? Robinson's REIT. So, if you notice my reinvestment plan, declaration of dividends, compare natin with ito. Like, this is like a dead REIT na talaga. Double Dragon Meridian Park REIT, DDMPR. If you look at the company disclosure, okay? Oh. If you notice, declaration dividends, di ba? Wala silang reinvestment plan. Meaning, part of their income, in-reinvest nila to get more, to increase your portfolio. Yun lang, wala silang mga ganun, no? So, like, I feel like DDMPR is really a dead REIT already. Compare mo with a REIT. Kanina, RCR yun. Makikita natin may mga reinvestment plan sila and mga progress. Dito, makikita natin dito. Reinvestment plan, no? Meron. Oh. So, DDMPR, wala eh. Di ba? So, that's one way to check. If yung company really has plans for growth, the company is stable, they can pay off yung mga utang nila. And yeah, those are some of the tools that you can use in order for you to do fundamental analysis. So yeah, those are some of the tools that you can use and how you do fundamental analysis para meron kang conviction sa mga stocks or dividend stocks that you're investing in. Now, here's the best part. Once convinced ka na on the dividend stocks that you're investing in, you can actually now automate dividend investing. Hindi ka na kailangan mag-isip pa, automatic na yung pag-i-invest mo. So yeah, you can check out this next video kung saan I share dito how you can do automatic investing using Call Financial. So yeah, go ahead and check out this next video and I'll see you there.